Hello, welcome to Reggie's Recess, where you get real talk about real relationships. I am number one relationship host and coach, C. Reggie Rogers. I give you real talk about real relationships. I am author, television host, as well as radio host, podcast host, and I do my best to provide you with the best guest and the most provocative topics. And I'm not going to disappoint you this month. Of course, this month, I got a hot one. It's hot off the press. It's great. It's juicy. And I've got some awesome guests lined up for this month. I'm going to give you this word sexy. I'm going to open up this word sexy. We're going to flip it, throw it up, whatever you want to call it. We're going to make this word sexy come alive because the word sexy has been used for so many different purposes. And to be sexy used to be a bad thing. If you were sexy, you couldn't also be smart. You couldn't be accomplished. And you couldn't be kind. And there are a number of women who have a complicated relationship with the word sexy. We're fixing that. We're gonna change that because sexy is what sexy does. The word sexy is not an item of clothing or a label that puts you in a box. Sexy is a badge of honor to describe a powerful, powerful energy that you have within you. So I'm sure you've already figured it out. This month, we're going to be talking about sexy. But in fact, we're going to be talking about bringing sexy back and start attracting what you want. That's right, ladies. I said it. Start attracting what you want. You have the power within you because sexy is a powerful energy that you have within you. So this month, we're starting this new topic. Bringing sexy back, start attracting what you want. And today on Reggie's Recess, my guest is none other than Kim Singh. She's going to be my guest today. We're going to have what I call a delightful dialogue. We're going to have a delicious dialogue, and we're going to be right back after this commercial with an exciting show.
I am Ernest L. Thomas from the Waldens, and you need to download the Win Network app now, or else it's going to be tragic. Tragic!
Listen, if you have not downloaded the Win Network as of yet, what are you waiting for? Roger just said if you haven't gotten it, it's going to be tragic. So you got to get the Win Network. I air on the Win Network Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So do yourself a favor, download the Win Network. www.winnetwork.com. That's the Win Network as you see it there on the screen. So without further ado, my guest today is Kim Singh. She is relentless, resilient, and focused. She is a people's leader with the ability to balance big picture thinking to grow the footprint and build loyal partnership to the maximum value. As a trusted advisor, she believes in cultivating authentic, transparent, and lasting relationships to maximize profit. She has her master's in big data analytics and business intelligence. She will also be obtaining her MBA this year, 2021. She does executive coaching and neurolinguistics. Without further ado, help me welcome none other than Kim Singh. Kim, what's happening?
Hey, Reg. I am all good. Thank you so much for that intro. Holy crap, I couldn't do better to that. But thank you very, very much.
So did I do you some justice? Because I had to get it right. You're this powerful executive woman, and I started off today by saying, sexy is what sexy does, and sexy is this powerful energy that you have that comes from within you. And so I wanted to do you a lot of justice because guess what? You epitomized the word sexy.
Oh yeah, you've done justice. I couldn't have done a better job. I think you've just nailed it, Reg. Really good job.
Well, thank you, Kim. Listen, I'm honored to have you on Reggie's Recess. I was looking forward to this show. I was actually looking forward to this month's topic. And the reason that I was looking forward to having you on the show because I knew you were going to be a great person to kick off the month as we were talking about sexy. There's one thing that really stands out in my mind, Kim, because when we used to talk about this word sexy, it was frowned upon for some. You know, it used to be a bad thing because they thought that if you were sexy, you couldn't be smart, you couldn't be accomplished, and you couldn't be kind. Well, I
Yes.
think you encapsulize all of that. You're smart, you're accomplished, and you're kind. Yet you're still sexy. So my first question to you is, what does sexy mean to you?
Well, thank you very much for that. I think, to dovetail into what you've just said, it's we all used to look at sexy differently. It was a taboo for culture reason, for so many different reasons. We used to look at it differently. And to your point, I have done a 360 on my life to truly own in on sexy. I think it's a different kind of attraction. It is a skin of naughtiness, for sure, but
Okay.
yet it's empowering feeling. Gone are the days where we were afraid to say, "Oh my God, I'm so sexy," but I couldn't, right, because of society. Today, I can proudly say I am sexy, I'm smart, I'm educated. I have it all because I am comfortable. I'm comfortable in owning the name sexy because I have everything else that goes with it, right? It's a complete package. I look at it as it could be seductive,
Okay.
it could be intellectual, it can be alluring, but at the end of the day, it's how you own it. It's all about how you own the word, how you own sexy, and it just comes with confidence. And to your point, you can be sexy and you can be kind. You can be
Yes.
sexy and you can be powerful. You can be sexy and be smart. Why can't we have it all? Why can't we be the epiphany of, oh my God, I am all of this in a bag of chips? No, I am sexy, I'm smart, I'm kind, I'm generous, and all of that.
You listen. You giving them the whole full course. Man, we listen. You giving them the main course already, and we just getting started. We need some appetizers, Kim. Come on, we got to slow walk this thing, Kim. You giving them everything already. You said I am all of that, and why can't you be all of that in a bag of chips? Can I tell you what you just did with that one? You know you just told your age on that one, Kim. I'm all that in a bag of chips. I don't even think people say that anymore. You just told your age on that one.
Oh no. Well, I own my age very proudly. I love the decade that I'm sitting in and I'm enjoying it.
Well, you're wearing it well. So, having said you're wearing it well, what does sexy look like to you? You gave us so much. What does sexy look like to you?
It's that aliveness. It's like, oh my God, I'm alive, I'm accomplished, I got it, I've worked my ass out to get where I am. I am sexy and I'm alive, right? You need to look good, to dovetail into that. You need to look good, smell good, feel good. I want to get noticed too. You just don't want to be sexy and hide under the table. You want to be sexy and be out there, stand out from the crowd, make that eye contact, hold it a second or two longer, get your point across, right? Truly, truly own it. It's an aliveness within you, right? You need to be able to say, it's here.
Yeah.
I own it and I can feel it. I can see it. I can smell it. And if I can, so can you. And so can everyone else. So now you're standing away. You're standing out of the crowd. You're not part and parcel of that crowd. You're able to do things differently, to shine differently, because you own who you are and you own it very, very, very well.
You said something that I think is very important, and I want to just touch on that momentarily here because there's an old saying that says beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I also believe that sexy too is in the eye of the beholder because what might be sexy to me and for me when I'm looking at somebody that I would deem as sexy may not be for the gentleman that's next to me. So What's important for you, as you have said, is you must own it,
Yes.
you must become it, and
Mm-hmm.
you must be it. As long as you feel like you own it, you're it, then it is you, then it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You know you're sexy and you feel it. But I also feel like too, Kim, we exude energy. And there's a certain type
Yes.
of energy that exudes from us. We're
Mm-hmm.
we're all we're all everything that is around us is energy. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a certain energetic space that we operate in and from.
Mm-hmm.
So in this energetic space, we started off this by saying there is a powerful energy that you have within you.
Mm-hmm.
So you shape, you mold, you create energy that
Mm-hmm.
you confidence is something
Mm-hmm.
huge that you said. I want to go back
Mm-hmm.
and just talk about that for a little bit. Confidence can be packaged so many ways, but I think confidence will represent um, sexy
Mm-hmm.
and a type of energy. Let's talk about that confidence. Why I think that's important, Kim. You're a very confident woman. You're an accomplished woman.
I
So
think
being accomplished and confident, tie those two together, merge those two together for me.
in order for you to be confident, you need to be authentic. You can't be sugarcoating who you are and try to buy confidence. It's something within you. You have to be able to be authentic and you have to learn to lean in. When you lean in, you own it. It is yours and you're going to take it. You're going to be the bull in the china shop. But at the same time, you're going to be humble about it. You're going to be grounded about it because you don't want to come off as a cocky bitch. You want to
Yeah.
come off as someone who's intelligent and, someone.
This is a PG program, Kim.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll buzz that one, but you're good. Yes, you don't want to come across. Let me tell you all what she was trying to say. You don't want to come across as a cocky woman. Go ahead, Kim. I got you. I got your back.
Sorry, my apologies. It's a potty mouth in me. Yeah. Back to what I was saying. If you own it and you're authentic about it, and it's not something that you get into your head and you're in that cloud and you can't get away from it, you lose the authenticity of who you are and what you're trying to perceive. Perception is a very fine line. And if you don't know how to walk it, you can be deemed as the word I just used, a woman that's, truly doesn't understand her ownership or someone who truly does. So being grounded and being humble ties in to your confidence because you're confident enough to know to say, okay, I'm going to walk away from this because it wouldn't do me any good to go down that rabbit hole. So I have the intellect and the intelligence to be able to say, I'm done. I'm going to walk away.
I like that, and I think there's that fine line between being cocky, being conceited, and being confident. Nobody likes somebody who's extremely cocky or somebody who's extremely conceited, but there is a sexy that comes with being confident. Love a
Yes.
confident woman, and there's a word. If my recollection serves me correct, there's a word called hypostasis. I believe it's a Greek word. It stands for being confident. So that hupo means it literally means when you break that word down, it means to stand under.
Yep.
The stasis is the stance. The hoople is the stand under. So we stand under something. I think once you determine who you are, and you determine once you decipher what's in you and what you have, then it's easy for you to stand under because you stand for. So
Yes.
now that's that confidence that exudes, and now you create this energy, this very great energy that comes from a good place. So Justin Timberlake released a song called I'm Bringing Sexy Back. Do you believe that sexy is something you can bring back, or does it ever leave?
So I must tell you, I love that song. I love jamming to it. Sunday I cooked and I have that song and I'm bringing sexy back. It is a song that I play to keep telling myself, I've come a long way and, I've owned it and I'm going to jam to it. Yes, 100% you can bring sexy back. The fire is still there. The fire is always there. You just need that right light to ignite it. I keep telling my go. You want to say something, Reggie? Go ahead.
That is so good. Right light to ignite. I love it. Go ahead. That was
Yeah.
good.
You know, I think most of us, most women, if you truly take a step back and say, am I sexy or not? Am I confident or not? Listen, you are. You're born with it. You just need to tap into it. You have to be able to say, I am going to own this label, and it's not going to be the clothes that I wear. It's going to be the attitude that comes with it. So I think, to answer your question, yes, we can bring sexy back. Sometimes we're late boomers. Like, if you take, for example, myself, I was never this upfront and this vocal because I'm an Indian girl. I grew up in a very ritual family. It took me a long time to be able to come out of that to say, okay, not because I'm Indian and not because I'm a girl, I can't be smart, beautiful, and have confidence and be sexy at the same time. Why not? So it took me a while to really tap into what is it and who am I, and being able to say, I can be able to do it all. Why not? You know, I think I'm sexier now in my 50s than I ever was in my 20s. And it has to do with, you know, society that I was part of and still is, but I was able to come out of it and being able to look at myself and say, hey, I am infected with a bunch of sexiness here that I'm never ever going to let it go. I'm taking it to the grave.
You said you're infected with it. I like that. You're infected with it. Yes. Attitude is everything. And
Yes.
I think that there are some people that there are some women that I would say that I've seen who I would consider to be sexy, but their attitude creates me wanting to not even compliment because their attitude is one where it's just horrible. You brought up attitude, and I think attitude is extremely important. But I think having that confidence and having the right attitude will help you so that you don't become cocky and you don't become conceited with knowing that you are sexy. So the right attitude, because I know a lot of women who are considered pretty, I know a lot of women who are considered sexy, but they have an ugly inside. So that makes somebody to me pretty ugly, right? So that attitude is so, so, so important. And I think you said something that I want to go back, allude to. You said the older you became, the more you embraced it. I think that as we get more mature, we become more seasoned.
Yes.
And once we become more seasoned, it allows us to really appreciate who we really are and have a certain type of seasoned confidence. What do you think about that, Kim? What do you say to that?
I agree 100%. I think you could learn, it's an evolving role. You consistently learn and appreciate who you are. It's not something you wake up and say, okay, this is the person I'm going to end up being. No, it's an evolution. And every journey in that evolution, as long as you're able to embrace it and accept it and not say what if, could have been, and should have been, you're able to move on and being able to wrap it all together. It I am sure there's a lot of women there that look at this and will say, oh my God, I'm sexy and I'm all of that. But it's an evolution. It
Yeah.
takes time to really build it up, and it has to be built authentically. Don't use the human side of it. Don't let it be all about, you know, the hair, the makeup, the skin, and everything. It has to be inside of you. It has to be what is it you're willing to offer to help other women to be like you, who is not as strong as you are, who is not as smart as you are, or who wants to be you and they don't know how. Just pick them up, lift them up, and help them get there.
That's good. I totally agree with that. I think that once we determine that we have it within, then the other outside stimuli that we use, whether it's with the hair, with the makeup, as you said, those are just enhancers.
Yes.
And they just enhance what you feel you already have inside. And it just takes what you already have to a whole nother level.
Level.
And so, in saying that, why would someone want to be sexy?
I think, you know, when you look around the media and you look around society, you get inundated with the word sexy. You get inundated with everything else around it, right? But it's a preference. It's a choice. Not everyone want to be sexy. My sister, if we're night and day. She's nothing. You looked at her like, oh my God, it's a whole different child, a different family. Maybe one of us was adopted, but it is the you have to want it. You have to really want it. And once you know you want it, you own it. It becomes you. It becomes the badge. Again, not everyone wants it. I looked at women, and I look at some of the women that I mentor, and they go, I can never be you. Of course you can be me. God didn't give me all the X's and didn't give you all the X's. I think you must be able to be proud of every step of your journey to get you there. You're not going to wake up tomorrow morning and I'm like, you're on singing Kumbaya, I'm sexy. No, it's a journey. It's to be able to recognize each milestone within that journey and being able to say, listen, I have mastered the art. I have mastered the art of being sexy, which comes with confidence. It comes with ownership. It comes with kindness. It comes with appreciation. And it also comes with being humble.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right there. That was a teaching moment. I like what you said with that. Own who you have been created to be, and then once you own who you have been created to be the best you. Now,
Yes.
sexy can be a part of who you are. It can be a part of you, because sexy is what sexy does. But that doesn't mean that it has to become cantankerous, which means it doesn't have to be something that will shift you into being
Yeah.
something that you're really not. Just own who you are. And that's what I hear you saying.
Yes.
You can own who you really are and still be extremely sexy. You can be genuine and authentic and still be extremely sexy. You can be confident and still be extremely sexy. Because remember, we talked about sometimes sexy really goes back to it is in the eye of the beholder. But
Yes.
let it resonate first with you. When I say that word resonate, I always smile, I laugh, because I have a friend who always, because I used to say that word wrong so much. I knew the word, but I could never get it out for some reason. But you have to let it resonate with you in your spirit, and then it becomes what it is. It becomes what it does, and it becomes you. You own it, as she
Yeah.
said. You own it. So let's go here, because this is important, because I think people misconstrue. And I think there's this disillusionment about being sexy, because feeling sexy is not necessarily about sex. There's this that's so misconstrued. And so I want to get your take on that. Kim, feeling sexy. I see that smile on your face. I can't wait to hear your answer. Okay, I'm ready. Sit back. Let's hear your answer. Feeling sexy is not always just about sex.
You know what? We have to take off this, and I have to keep this very PG because it's a PG show. You know, sexy, it has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with sex. However, the naughty side of it, of the sexiness can enhance it, and it can make sex what it is. Sexy is an ongoing magnet. It is an ongoing magnet in your personality. It is that invisible attire that she wears. It is in that silent way she looks. The badass, confident,
The bad
compelling,
what? The bad what? The bad what?
the bad beep, beep, confident, and the compelling vibes that comes out of her. That is an ongoing project. It's an ongoing within that person. Whereas sex, it's temporary. It's a roll in the hay and it's over and done with. You can't compare being sexy with sex. Two different topic, doesn't have any sort of comparison other than it enhanced it. That's how I looked at it, and that's how I stand behind it. Because sexy, it's ongoing. I wasn't sexy. If I look back at my 20s, it was like I can remember being this powerful and being this, this person that I am, full of confidence, and being able to mentor and coach women to continue to be like this. We need to evolve into this person that we truly, truly wants to be, instead of being the shadow of somebody else's present.
I like that it enhances it. It doesn't mean that it necessarily is about it, but it does enhance it. I think being sexy does enhance the sexual activity between two people because for men, for example, and that was great, feeling sexy. Let me tell you let me tell you what somebody's saying. I'm going to read one of our chats. Feeling sexy is about connecting with your vitality and soul essence. Sexy is being in touch with all your naked senses and confident with your true self. Being sexy starts from the inside out. She says, great topic, and she sends us greetings from Orlando. So, thank you for that. And that is our dear Dr. Sophie who says that. So, I agree because it does enhance. And I think because men, now let me speak from a man's point of view, because men are visual.
Yes.
We're very visual beings. We're very visual creatures. And so, because we are visual, we see it and then we want it. And that's why men have these warrior like instincts. So, we have warrior instincts that will say to us, we want to conquer our prey. And so, we get on the hunt for what it is that we believe we want. But it starts visually. And so when we believe something is what we would consider to be sexy, it makes our hunt more enticing. And then we feel in our mind, we have the opportunity now to be more creative and adventurous because of the person that we feel we're hunting or going after, because of what's exuding from that person. So we feel like that person is super sexy. We feel like there's some super things that can be done when we get into the sack because it does enhance what we think we see and actually
Yes.
what we believe we get. Would you agree with that?
Oh, I totally agree. I think it complements each other. And it's not just men that's visual. We are visual too. You know, we want to make sure all the boxes is checking off before we actually decide, you know, if it's worth taking that trip down that roll in the hay field, right? We are visual too. So we need to make sure it is appetizing, it is what we want, and is what we're gonna go after. So it complements it.
So do women, I know us men, and we're going to take a break here momentarily, but let me get this in. Do women say men are sexy, or do women say men are handsome or good? I mean, because I think men would attach sexy to a woman, but do you think women actually attach sexy to men?
Well, I can't speak for, you know, every woman out there, but I think for myself and my friends, when we looked at a guy, we wouldn't say he's handsome. That's putting him in a whole different category of being soft, right? I wouldn't say he's cute because again, it's soft. I would look and say, holy moly, you know, that is something I want, I would like to have. And you're sourcing now the bad boy, the macho, the good looking, and everything comes in, right? You can't dim it down with being cute and you know, all those other fluffy stuff that we don't need.
Oh, you just put air in my balloon. You just put a hole in my balloon. Because people always describe, now I see what they're saying. They always say he's handsome or he's cute. So they're dumbing me down. Thanks, Kim.
Well, we do
you
that
just took
for the
the air out
kids.
of my balloon, Kim. Thank you.
Well, maybe she just want to be friends with you. I would say my friend, I was, oh my God, you look handsome. But I would never say to someone I'm trying to, you know, take home if I want to be handsome.
Listen, we got to take a quick commercial sponsor break here. We're just getting started. I'm having so much fun. Our topic today is bringing sexy back, and you can start attracting what you want. And my guest is Kim Singh, and we'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Sanagen, an innovative brand designed primarily to empower women. In today's busy world, most women want a makeup that lasts all day. Look no further, divas. Sanagen is waterproof, smudge-proof, and sweat-proof. Our lip sense will not wear off on him or his clothes. Sanagen products will do wonders to your face and skin. For more information, Go to shop.synergen.com/en-ca/distributor/761725. We also have opportunities for those who would like to become a distributor. Be your own boss, work from anywhere in the world at your own leisure. Contact Kim on Facebook at Kim Singh or on IG at Kimmy0102.
Well, Kim,
Yes, I'm still
we are
here.
back. And Synergence. We just looked at a nice little PSA about Synergence. Synergence has the potential and the power to create sexy in women. One of the things that I heard you say in that PSA, it's smudge proof. Talk about that a little bit, and then we're going to get back into our session.
The way the product is made, and I've always been looking for the product that I can jump into the pool, get or go take it. If you're out in the on the beach or wherever, and you're sweating and you want to be able to still look good, but you're so hot and so sticky you can't keep your makeup off. Sanogen Products does that for you. It is smudge proof. It is waterproof. It doesn't come off on him. Like my lipstick, I put it on at 7 this morning. This isn't coming off until I actually take it off. Same thing with my makeup. It stays on. It does not rub off on him. For me, that's the brand I'm looking for. I'm looking for something when I put it on at 7 in the morning, and at night when I'm ready to take it off, it comes off. Not during the day, not on him, not on my kids, or not on my wine glasses.
Here's what's sexy for me, what you just said in that whole thing. It's not coming off on me.
Yes, it's
Thumbs up.
not. Yes,
Thumbs up.
it's not.
Lady, listen, ladies and guys, you got to look into that. It's Synergen. Sounds like it's a great product. Let's get back into this, Kim. Question. Do you think that having great skin, we're talking about products, do you think that having great skin and really feeling good about yourself makes a person feel sexy? Because you just talked about how that product is not coming off until you take it off. But when you find that you have your makeup intact, your lipstick is intact, your nails are intact, your hair is intact, all the things that you feel like enhance you, do you think that creates that sexy feel for a person?
Of course it does. Like we all want to have great skin. Not all of us are born with it. It is the canvas, right? It is the first thing people see. It's your skin and how you put the makeup on your skin. It boosts your confidence. It gives you that, it lifts you up a little more. And I'm talking from experience. From the age of 12, I've had acne. It hasn't gone away. It is still there. But what I have to be, every day I wake up and I looked into the mirror and say, why can't I have flawless skin? Why couldn't I have flawless skin? It's not going to happen because I have chronic acne. So I have learned to look in the mirror and say, I'm okay with it. I am 100% okay with it. I am going to embrace it, and I'm going to be able to make it work for me. Because no matter how much money I go out there and spend, it will always be the skin that I was born with. And once you learn to appreciate what you have and make what you have work for you, the sky is the limit, right? Some people are, I looked at their skin, I'm like, oh my God, it's flawless. But I don't know what she's doing behind the scene to get it like that, or if that's the way she has been born. But it does help with your confidence. There are many times I would have to take my hair and hide my face because I'm breaking out. But then I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to put my hair in a bun. It's my skin. It's who I am. I've owned it. And I'm able to walk out of the day, walk out of my house, sorry, to say, it is me. I'm happy with who I am. I embraced who I am. Would I love to have flawless skin? Yes. Does it help? Yes. Does it help boost your confidence? Yes. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to accept who you are, regardless if you have good skin or you don't have good skin.
I think everything you just said really just summarized this whole today's topic. Once you learn how to work with what you have and own who you are, that's what you just said. And I think that just summarizes this whole, to me, bringing sexy back. Once you learn how to work with what you have and own who you are, it creates in you that confidence that exudes that inner, that where the energy will exude from, and then you become it and it becomes you. That's what we said. Sexy is what sexy does. And so when you become it, it will become you.
You.
And if nobody else ever thinks you sexy, as long as you know you are, that's all that matter. You can bring it back and you can start attracting what you want, but it starts with within. And one of the things that Dr. Sophie said, which I totally agree with her, she said feeling sexy is about connecting with your vitality
Yes.
and your soul essence. Sexy is being in touch with all your naked senses and confident with your true self. To thine own self, stay true. And I have to tell you, I see that you have an admirer over here. They told me to ask, say, how are you, beautiful Kim? And they're saying they want to connect with you. So I'm just letting you know you have. So beauty is what beauty does. Beauty is, it comes from within. And this admirer has deemed you to be beautiful and sexy, Kim. I this has been so much fun hanging out with you. I see we just put a big smile on your face. And so let people know they may want to talk to you about maybe Synergence. It's a great product. Let people know how people can find you if they want to get in contact with you. I know we put the link up for the Synergence online. We just put it up. But how can people contact you if they want to get, get in contact with you?
So before I give that information out, I just want to say to the women out there, just be yourself.
Yeah.
Own who you are. Everybody else is taken. You're you. You're your own powerhouse. Just embrace it, accept it, and learn to live with it. The confidence is going to come once you own who you are. To get hold of me on Facebook, it's Kim Singh. On IG, it's Kimmy0102.
So now it's Kimmy, Kimmie, or
K
Kimm?
Kimmey
EY, okay.
010102.
Glad I asked. 0102. So Kim, how was your experience on Reggie's Recess? What would you say? Did you have a good time? How was your experience?
When can I come back?
I love it. I got to get you back.
I
Absolutely.
love it. I love it. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I'm very, for me, this topic, resonates with me because it's a journey for me. And I want to be able to take this journey and empower other women and being able to say, you know what, you have this, you can do it, regardless of where you start or where you're coming from. It's the end journey that matters.
Hang in there. Don't leave. I'm gonna close here in a little bit. I got some time, so hang in there. We're gonna go to a sponsorship commercial page, and then I'll be right back. Just hang in there. I'm gonna bring you back on with me. My guest typically X's this time, but hang in there. We're gonna have some more fun before you leave. Okay.
Cool. Yes.
All right.
Hello. Thank you for watching and being a friend to Reggie's Recess. We're on a mission. Our goal is to empower 1 million women. It costs a great deal of money to keep this mission moving forward. We have created a wonderful opportunity for our viewers and friends to align themselves with us so that we can achieve this goal. Please consider making a conscious decision to be a supporter and sponsor. We have 3 levels.
Silver at $100. You'll receive a C. Regi Rogers signature one-man woman t-shirt. Gold at $250. You'll receive a C. Regi Rogers signature one-man woman t-shirt and baseball hat. Platinum at $500. You'll receive a one-man woman baseball hat, t-shirt, a C. Regi Rogers book, and workbook entitled Love at First Spirit.
For your gift to the show and C. Regi Rogers' #1 relationship coach, you get a piece of the One Man Woman Tour memorabilia. Go to www.cregirogers.com, click on the link Sponsorship or Cash App, $CLOYDRODGERS. If you like our merchandise, you can actually order your t-shirts, hats, and books. Go to www.onemanwoman.com.
Okay, so Kim, we're back. So
Yes.
this show has been so much fun. I'm glad you were able to hang in there, participate, hang out with us today. And to all of you that are watching, some of you are watching us by way of Facebook Live. We certainly appreciate you on Facebook Live. Some of you will catch us on 87.9 Heat FM Charlotte tonight. We come on at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's on 87.9 Heat FM Charlotte. You can catch Reggie's Recess tonight. You can also catch us on YouTube. Thank God we're on YouTube as well. We're growing our YouTube audience. We just started doing YouTube. And then you can also catch us on the Win Network. And again, if you have not downloaded the Win Network, do yourself a favor. Download the Win Network by going to www.winnetwork.com. You'll see it there on the screen. Download, you get free movies. They have a 24/7 programming, television programming 24/7, and you can watch movies, see all the movies there. And so it's a great app to have, just like Netflix, but it's the Win Network. Great app. So if you don't have that in your arsenal, do yourself a favor today, get that in your arsenal. Okay. So Kim, I got a couple of more questions because this sexy thing is just, I think this topic is going to go over the top. People are going to, so sexy. I started off by saying sexy is what sexy does. Sexy is what sexy does. I think that's a great tagline. We talked about what sexy is and we talked about what sexy does. But the other aspect is start attracting what you want. People don't realize how much energy they really have to create really what they want. So here's where this conversation is going to get juicy, probably for the next 4 to 5 minutes if we get this time. So if I'm a woman and I become sexy, my energy, what will I attract? What will I pull to me? That sexy energy. How do I tame the sexy energy to conform it to becoming something that I want that a person doesn't look at you as meat?
Well, Reggie, I don't want you to be sexy. Stay masculine. Don't put yourself there. I think when you're looking and you're zoning to attract something, it has to be wholesome.
Okay.
Right? If I want to attract the right mate, I'm going to zone into that. Not all the things that I would like to have, I will zone it on I want. I want to be very strong about it. I'm very positive about it. So I'm using every energy inside of me to be able to draw it. All right. It may not take me a day. It may take me months. It may take me a year. I'm still drawing, but I want it to be real. I want it to be so real that when I get it, I'm like, yes, every energy in me I took to work on getting that guy, I got it. Similarly, you can use that same energy towards any aspect in your life, be it your school, your parenting, relationship, everything else, right? You can use that same sexy energy and pull what you want to you.
Do you think there's a difference between sexy and beauty?
Yes. There are some beautiful women out there that doesn't know how to be sexy, and there's some sexy women out there who doesn't know how to be beautiful. It's a fine line, and that's where the cockiness sits in the line. It's a very, very fine line. I think beauty, like you said, it's in the eyes of the beholder. Sexiness, it is a work in progress. It's something that you've worked towards owning. It's a fire inside of you that you want to get lit so badly so you can go out and be all of that.
That's good. That's good. I think I'm gonna, when I close the show today, I'm gonna look at that beauty and sexy because I think that's good. You said there's a fine line.
It
Some
is.
people are beautiful and don't know how to be sexy. And some people are sexy and don't know how to be beautiful. Wow, that's good. All right, you gave me some food for thought here, Kim. That's some powerful stuff there. I got to send out a couple shouts out. Hey, our super producer Steven Sebo. This is another Action Shot production. Thank you, Steven, for making us look good, making us sound good. And if you guys are looking to shoot a video, if you're looking to shoot a movie, documentary, it doesn't matter anything that has to do with videography, contact Action Shot Productions because this is another Action Shot production. So contact Action Shot Productions and ask for Steven Sebo. He makes us look good. He makes us sound good. But not only does he make us look good and sound good, when we look good and sound good, we feel good.
Feel good, yes.
So we certainly feel good because of Steven Sebo. And again, those of you that are watching us by Facebook Live. We really, really appreciate you being on Facebook Live. We appreciate you. Like this today. Share this with as many people as you will. And those of you who will catch us tonight on 87.9 Heat FM, thank you for listening and tuning in every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then those you'll catch us on the Win Network. Some will see us on YouTube. We certainly appreciate you. Kim, I got to get ready to go here momentarily.
Yes.
You got any closing remarks you want to say before we go?
Stay strong, own your brand, and go after what's inside of you. Don't let anyone or anything stop you. You can do it. You just got to tell yourself you can.
Well, I think being sexy is far more important for love and sex than beauty. Both being sexy and being beautiful enhances romantic attraction. But beauty is characterized as pleasing to the eye or pleasing the aesthetic senses. Sexy is defined as causing feelings of sexual excitement. Being described as sexy can be flattering if you are attracted to the person saying it. If not, it can be perceived as an insult. We will be back next week with another show as we go further into this topic. Bringing sexy back. And I'm saying this to the, listen, I'm bringing sexy back. Those other guys don't know how to act. I'm bringing it back. You can start attracting what you want. Have a great day. Have a great rest of the day. We'll be back next week. We'll see you.
Thank you so much, Reg.